What is the argument of Shlomo Sand's belief that the Palestinians are the descendants of the biblical Jews of Jesus? Shlomo Sand, an Israeli historian, argues in his book, The Invention of the Jewish People, that the Palestinians are the descendants of the biblical Jews of Jesus. His argument challenges the traditional notion that Jews are a single homogeneous ethnic group with an unbroken bloodline tracing back to biblical times. Sand also argues that the conversion of the Khazar people, a Turkic-speaking group, to Judaism in the 8th century played a significant role in the formation of Eastern European Jewry. He suggests that many Ashkenazi Jews, who form a significant part of the Jewish population today, are descendants of the Khazars rather than the ancient Israelites. In relation to the Palestinians, Sand proposes that they are the descendants of the Jewish population that existed in the region during the time of Jesus and later converted to Islam and assimilated with the Arab population. He argues that the notion of a return of the Jewish people to their ancestral homeland is a political and ideological construct rather than a historical fact. It's important to note that Shlomo Sand's arguments have sparked debates and discussions within academic and intellectual circles, and they are not universally accepted. His views challenge conventional understandings of Jewish identity and history, and they have generated both support and criticism from various scholars and experts. Shlomo Sand argues that the modern-day Palestinians are largely descended from the Jewish people who lived in the region during the time of Jesus. He believes that many of the Jewish people in the region were not actually expelled after the destruction of the Second Temple, as traditional Jewish history claims, but instead converted to Christianity and Islam. Sand's argument challenges the traditional Zionist narrative of Jewish history, which sees the modern Jewish people as the direct descendants of the biblical Jews. Instead, he asserts that the Palestinians have a historical connection to the land that is just as deep as the Jewish connection. This challenges the idea of a purely Jewish state in the region and supports the Palestinian claim to their homeland.
Shlomo Sand is an Israeli historian, author, and professor. He is known for his controversial and thought-provoking writings on the history of the Jewish people and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Sand has challenged traditional narratives about Jewish history and identity, and his work has sparked debate and discussion among scholars and the public. Sand is a professor of history at Tel Aviv University and has written several books on topics such as nationalism, the origins of the Jewish people, and the history of the Middle East. His work has been translated into multiple languages and has had a significant impact on the fields of history and political science.